do that, preparing the live stream. And I got different lighting out here. I am at the Waukesha County Fair. And so we are getting this up on YouTube. Good stuff. So having fun here, running this from my mobile device and just checking progress I'm making as I'm self-serving here. Normally Emily is here to help me out and others as well. So I see it's showing me as Marcus. So let's see if I can get in here and I'm redirecting to YouTube. And I'm trying to get in here to get into my settings here. Got to get to my participant list. Bear with me here. And rename, and I'm just going to type in Kurt to correct it. So we got big shout out to Marcus Hart through my delay in entry here, which is good. And there I am, Kurt, as the host. All right, we are good to go. Again, I'm broadcasting out of Waukesha, Wisconsin, and we are at the Waukesha County Fair. Waukesha County Fair, Waukesha, Wisconsin, USA. And it is a warm one out here today. It is hot and humid. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a view here. I kind of went off the main flow of the crowd to get away from the noise in there. So kind of off to a side to get some sort of decent sound here. And you're having a lot of fun in the sun. So with Monday, we have 2 to 5 Eastern. We are going to be doing our ADA celebration, ADA 31, 31st birthday of ADA, 31st anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And it is an international celebration. There you go. Marianne Ambrose is in the waiting room. Let's bring her on in. Aloha. We are live on podcast. We are live streaming to YouTube through the Ability Fest WI, Ability Fest Wisconsin YouTube channel. And we are recording for the World of Ability Podcast Network and with all the services by Transforming Media Network. Aloha, Marianne. Come on in as you are ready here when it's nice and easy for you. I don't know how it is in Hawaii, but it is hot and humid in Wisconsin. So we are bringing up underwater acts of kindness. Looks like Marianne is playing around with her virtual background screens. And so, yeah, we have a kickoff also on Thursday, July 29th. We have at happyneighborhoodproject.com, which also can be navigated to through hmpabc.com. That's a short link. hmpabc.com is a short link for happyneighborhoodproject.com. Both are the same homepage. And on there, you can go to events and go to networking. In the events dropdown, click networking. Go into the networking page and look for HNP Ability in the H's of the alphabetized list, or go into the list of events on Thursday and find at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Central, that would be 9 a.m. Hawaii time. We have HNP Ability. So we are excited for this new free Happy Business networking format on Zoom, which is really bringing in a great way to be more favorable in business networking and in the Zoom formats by, with, and for people with disabilities. So looks like Marianne is getting herself oriented yet to come on in here when she's ready. Yeah, we have a great co-host team for HNP Ability. It is Captain Denise Vargas, and we have 5 co-hosts, Daryusha Ashtari, Maria Zaney, Anna Maria Bliven. We have Julie Arnheim and Molly Welch. So they are a fantastic and fantastic co-host team for our all-new Free Happy Business Networking H&P Ability. Again, Thursdays, 3 o'clock Eastern. And you can find that on the Happy Neighborhood Project website. So aloha, Mariana Waikiki. How are you doing today?
Aloha, Kurt. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, we are hearing you good. You're coming through loud and clear.
Well, it's been already a busy morning here in Hawaii for me personally. Um, and thank you so much for hosting this. It's We're getting strong winds here in Hawaii for the past week. And the Transpac sailboat races are supposed to be arriving around 8:30 this morning. However, it started raining over here. Uh, and I wasn't up to go down to see them coming in and being a greeter or a volunteer like I normally have in the past. Um, so we're just staying home and staying safe. We've got word from Hawaii News Now that we're up over 200 people a day as tourism is here with COVID and the Delta variant. So we are advised for no gatherings. So I'm staying home and staying safe. And I know the Transpac sailors, they had to take fever tests on the way over here traveling. I'm not quite sure how many boats this year. And I'm not sure of the travel patterns of their families to arrive. And normally they greet them. There's people at the docks. There's parties. There's the leis that you put on the around their necks for the greeting and all that. So it's just a new different way to handle things over here. And again, especially we are told to no gatherings at this time because we've exceeded over 200 a day again, triple digits. So be safe. But on the good news, moving forward, it feels really good, Kurt, is that Dr. Liddy and I are in moving forward with my trademarking. So it feels good to get that off of my chest and to get all those finances over her to her, which was a little bit of a challenge on my PayPal. And fortunately, I didn't have to go down to the Bank of Hawaii to do it. We resolved that first thing this morning. So I'm just enjoying this cool and breezy morning. It's been very hot, but the wind has picked up. Walking across the street, your hat's blowing, your bags are blowing. I mean, it's crazy wind over here. So I'm sure those sailors got here very fast around those islands. And now I can sit here and get focused to talk about the American Disabilities Act celebration on Monday. So it's been a very busy week for me, and so I'm getting back in the loop and very excited for a Monday.
Yeah, Monday truly is going to be a day to remember. It's going to be one for the scrapbooks and the archives. It's really going to be significant. For me, it's significant because it was 6 years ago out of Milwaukee that I was part of the ADA Planning Committee, and it's where I got my beginnings of Ability Fest, running in South Milwaukee, the ADA celebrations on that Sunday 6 years ago. My family and I helped organize the first ever Ability Fest out of Wisconsin. And so, yeah, that was good. And then we've been running the 5 years following, Ability Fest events. And so now to have this event, we have Barbara Weinstein coming in here. I was chatting with her earlier, trying to get Barbara and Daryush connected. They got a little bit of an exchange going. Oh, now it shows Barbara left, so we'll see if she can connect in again soon here. So yeah, next week is a significant week with Monday ADA celebration, and then the kickoff to HMP Ability. And we've got a stakeholder group that I call the Nifty 50. It's pretty powerful to have 50 people who are united together with us and agree that there's a lot of room to progress the activities in the business world and professional networking. And Marianne, you're a big part of it. During the event on Monday, you're going to be doing a little sign language interpretation. You're making it available, because I know you've been asking the group to confirm with you that there's somebody that would be using the accommodation, but you're telling us you're ready, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready to speak in the morning, and I got my time slot, and then I'll be available. So I'm resting up, Kurt, because it's a lot of signing. And this week I spent a couple of days at the chiropractor and with the acupuncture for my sciatica for my legs. So I'm just laying low, and I'm kind of excited for. I hope we really get rain. You know, it's been so hot, and just a little bit of a change. And said this beautiful beach house that I'm at, and I received Lee's book. So my kind of goal is tomorrow is kind of to skim through that tomorrow, and branding book too. So yeah, and then just be ready to talk about the celebration. So it's all as well. And again, it just feels so good to get that information over to Dr. Liddy. And it's been a lot of work to create a PDF file with all my, um, you know, projects. So we'll be talking about that in December. So, but everything is starting to move forward into being filing. And I don't know if I mentioned this too, which is another project that I got to do, is I got an audit from Trevor Gibbs for the American Disabilities websites. So I got that I think 2 weeks ago. So we need to move forward with that. And I think we're going to be working with Dr. Liddy and her organization and maybe Thrive, like Philomena, to get it all compliant. So it's a lot of information, and I don't want to say I don't know how to change it, but it's also something that GoDaddy needs to be aware of, and we also need to share with any business owner. If you have a website, you need to be ADA compliant in the future. If not, you will receive a $25,000 fine. So it's a report, but you know it's always moving up. That's it. And a lot of things I didn't know. So clicking a button here, colors, this and that. So it's all good. So again, it's a free audit from Trevor Gibbs, Happy Neighborhood Projects out of Orlando.
Yeah, I agree with you. Trevor is doing a lot of great work. I've been referring people his way as well. And so, yeah, can't say enough on the importance of, you know, people taking advantage of those offers. You know, I think we all got to get many people taking advantage of Trevor's offer and getting evaluated, just plain getting aware of that there is such a thing as web content accessibility guidelines. 99 out of 100 professionals don't even know what that all is or what it means and how to go about it. So Trevor is definitely a great service. And so, yeah, we have Barbara here. Barbara, welcome to the show. And you and I were talking earlier, still here at the Waukesha County Fair out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. And we saw a horse show earlier, you know, a horse competition. And some of our neighbors are the competitors showing their horses. So, but Barbara, what are you all up to? I know you're traveling around and visiting family and going here and there. What's your report, Barbara? And you are on mute. So, Barbara, if you want to unmute.
Oh gosh. Okay, and my report was so amazing to come back to Florida and go into the water again for the sunrise, you know, to be in the ocean with the sun coming up and grounding and sun gazing and seeing what amazingly powerful medicine that is for everybody. I mean, just for everybody, and it's free, and it is such strong medicine, so powerful, so wonderful. And then getting back to my laughter yoga friends, you know, and just playing, you know, laughing and tapping and coming up with intentions for 20 minutes and seeing that power that's in that kind of joyful camaraderie, as far as taking our lives wherever we might be with any kind of illness or depression or something, and just shaking ourselves out of it, getting so that we're back where we're together and life feels good and things are joyful. So I got to experience how powerful that was. And my daughter saw when I was in Nashville, that I go home and handle the responsibilities you have there, and and get yourself healthy again. So I think I have like 4 to 6 weeks before this new baby comes to recharge myself, to make myself stronger than ever before, and to be there for this new little boy Riley, who's coming onto this planet, and to love my grandson who's here, so he can help him go through the transition of all of a sudden not being the only baby. Because I remember that is not easy. And I've been listening a lot to people who are talking about that sense of, oh my God, it's hard to get up, and when the body's not wanting to be with you and your faith isn't wanting to be with you, and that really that's the war that we're all in. It's the one that goes, we met the enemy and found out it's us. And how we win this war against our negativity and our connections with each other, with nature. Powerful medicine there, but we want to get back to, well, I feel like I was, I feel better. We want to go to even a higher realm than that, where it's better than it's ever been before. And trying to see about love, that thing where your child walks in the room and you want to be the person that they look into your eyes and they see you light up and they see a smile because you're welcoming them and you're approving of them. And that we're able to give each other affection. And it's so powerful. Just a little bit of giving someone, approval, giving someone like your love, giving someone, just a pat, can carry them for days. It's like the best nourishment, kind of the best, the best food we can get to our best place. So really been experiencing that, seeing that, wanting to talk about that eloquently.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'm taking my BioAstin here. It's a Hawaiian-made product, so it's supposed to help with for eye, skin, and joint. I noticed a difference. I was gone for a couple of days, and anyway, it didn't matter. But I had chiropractic treatment, I had acupuncture, and my leg, the sciatica, is just achy. And so we just put some, what do you call it? So some Shaklee lotion cream on it, and it actually did help with the pain.
This is Shaklee products.
Yeah. So I just, it's been crazy. So you think pain to power, and it's just like, so anyway, it happens. So I'm gonna rest up, and again, will happen that too. So,
and if we think we're creating it, it's what Jesus and Buddha, and I'm sure some Muslim leader. I mean, everyone is trying to, let us know how we work ourselves out of that. I know sciatica can be excruciating. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you can't sleep. So, and I just, gosh, I can't think of how many long I've been here, but just imagine all those sailors coming over from the Transpac, coming over from sailing. And they're sleeping and they're sailing. And I'm a Reiki master and energy healer. So I was hired on probably, I think, 2010 to work on them. Or it was a boat called Medicine Man. So when they arrived, again, as a greeter, they got the lei, and then they could come over, and then I would offer Reiki around their necks or any other places of where they got injuries from sailing. But basically, it's from looking up at the mast. Their neck, they were so stiff from looking up at the mast so much. So anyway, that was a great opportunity to be hired as a Reiki master. And I also got to sail around with another captain too, around the Hawaiian Islands for 10 days, offering those kinds of services to his crew. So you never know, you pick up a talent or a skill or your energy. It all does affect the body, and it all does. It's a great healing work, and I'm doing it on myself. So, but yeah, thank gosh. And again, going back to when Brian was talking to about having insurance and Medicare, having both of them pay for both of them is amazing. And it's just it's such a sense of relief, and how much when you're in pain, how much you can't, it's hard to focus, because all you're trying to do is to get rid of that pain. And then it's great relief. And then even I doubled up. I went and got a pedicure and a manicure, and I'm just massage me, get in there. Felt so good, but man, I'm still feeling the sciatica. So yeah. So we'll see how those sailors are when they get off, and hopefully everybody gets over here safe and healthy, and no one capsizes. We've got really strong winds from these storms, and I heard the Olympics are going to have severe weather too, with the tropical storms over in the Philippines. So it's all, we're part of that flow too. So we just hope that everybody's safe with all their competitions, travels, sports, you name it. So yeah.
Yeah, something positive is that, in Buddhism, there's this expression that when you have things that are going wrong, that, severe misfortune is an omen, is a sign of many good things that are on the way.
Yeah. Well, I'm turning around here, so but you join us, Barbara. Dr. Lydia and I are moving forward so that I am protected with my business in the future. So it's such a relief, and it just feels really good. So I'm really excited and to move forward with her, and we'll be doing great stuff come whale watching season. So we're just taking a break, but it's all good. We're going to ramp up, and even my horoscope said today too, get that creative juices kind of going, because I kind of slid down, but that's okay. It's just that means more better creativity is going to come my way.
yeah, on the full moon tonight, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I actually went. I was in Waikiki, and I laid on the beach, and I laid out there a little too late, but it felt good. And the little Waikiki police motorbikes drove by, and I'm like, oops, I gotta go, it's too late. But yeah, it's beautiful sit there down there by the ocean, hearing the ocean crash. And I don't know if it's a new moon or a full moon, but just to recharge your energy and batteries, I totally could feel it. And I listened to my Solegro frequency last night too, the same thing too. So it was a long week, but I'm recharged, and I'm really excited now, especially getting all this stuff done with Dr. Liddy. I mean, the PayPal was just a nightmare. And anyway, and Monday is going to be so much fun. So I got to review some of the notes and stuff, Kurt, and then are we having a meeting tomorrow? Is there a meeting tomorrow, Kurt?
Yes, we are. Yeah, 3:00 Eastern.
9 o'clock my time.
That's 9 a.m. your time?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
so.
Great. I'll be on it, and I'm looking forward to a rainy day to read some books, make some eggs Benedict for my housemates. My housemate has a 23-foot fishing boat. He hasn't been gone out in a couple of weeks because it's been so windy and wavy and 25-mile-an-hour winds. You're just tossing and turning. So I'm kind of excited to make some hot meals for a rainy days here that we're expecting to have. So it's going to be great fun.
Sounds good.
Yes, it does. So, yeah, Barbara, I was talking to Dariush before this podcast, and he said are you gonna be available, Barbara, tomorrow afternoon, 3 Eastern? Are you available? Or are you doing other things?
I'm not sure because we're in the Loom. They're trying to pick a time for tomorrow, and they haven't settled on the time yet. Trying to get everyone together, so it's supposed to be sometime tomorrow afternoon, but 3 o'clock tomorrow. I go
Yeah.
where?
So yeah, it'll probably go a couple hours. It's
Mhm.
people come at different times, but 3 to
All
5
right.
basically, and we're going to be going through the week's plans and especially particulars for Monday. Are you thinking you might join us Monday at all? Monday's event is 2 to 5 Eastern.
I would try. Yeah, I would try to. Yes.
Okay. So do you have the registration information? You get the Zoom link for that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to help you. Have you been on the Happy Neighborhood Project website?
No. Or if I had
Okay,
not
well,
for very long.
Yeah, so it's happyneighborhoodproject.com, and then there's an events page or tab, like a drop-down menu on the homepage of Happy Neighborhood Project. And then when you're in the events drop-down menu, one of the options is Masterclass. And if you go into the Masterclass schedule, Monday's event is on the Masterclass schedule. So if you register through there, and then otherwise if you keep in touch with us, and then also with the question with Dariush, if we keep in touch with Dariush and Emily, whatever it was that you thought you were needing to look at, between the 4 of us, we can figure out what that all was and catch up.
Yeah. And the other gentleman was talking about wanting to share what he was doing in more depth. And I'm trying to even know, how to find him, even know his name, who was on the podcast with us.
What are you saying about being on the podcast with us?
The other gentleman who was on the podcast with us, he was also saying that he had projects, he had ideas that he was hoping that I would look at, see if I could help with.
Oh, you're talking about Tim?
Tim, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll have to catch up on all that. So between Emily and I, we can do a little follow up some other time. And
yeah.
So yeah, I was sharing about how with Monday's event that it's something that I find significant from what the last 6 years have been for me. Talk about how I created Ability Fest out of 8825, and now we're 6 years later, 8831, and so and then we have the kickoff on Thursday for H&P Ability. Barbara, are you inclined to maybe join us Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern?
Sure, as long as I just need a reminder. It's Thursday.
Yeah, so there too, with the happyneighborhoodproject.com and that events drop-down menu. For Thursday's event, that would be a networking event. And so there's a networking page that you can get to out of the drop-down menu. And then it's looking at the top, they have an alphabetized list of all the networking groups. There's over 70 of them. But in the H's for H&P Ability, you can get to it there, but either way, it jumps you down to the Thursday list. And if you look for the Thursday meetings happening around 3 o'clock or at 3 o'clock Eastern, H&P Ability is there, and you can register. And when you're registered, it supplies you with the Zoom link that you got to copy and save for yourself.
Yes.
And it also has an add to calendar feature there to help you on that reminder aspect that you were talking about. So,
and I
yeah,
need you and Emily. You guys helped me before with that opening from the heart. You helped me with this one time before, and I'm slow. I'm slow at picking things up, but I'll hang in there. Like the tortoise and the hare, I'll hang in there.
Yeah, I noticed in the last couple of days I got a security notice that somebody was trying to get into Open from the Heart at Gmail, and so I clicked yes. That I figured that was you because it said it was coming from out of Hollywood, Florida. So
Oh yeah.
So you apparently the last couple of days were trying to figure stuff out there.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, there too. All stuff that Emily and I both can help with to get caught up and get that going.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
It's nice to make you smile. Makes me happy.
All right, good deal. So, well, Marianne, any other reports from you from the Happy Neighborhood Project? Anything from the Hawaiian Islands, or what else is all going on, Marianne?
I've had personal business meetings this week, so I wasn't able to attend. But I do know that Philomena has access to licensing music on Happy Neighborhood Project. So I did share that with our group. And I know Dr. Liddy wants to participate too with the ADA. She was texting me. I had problems with my iPhone, so I got that resolved. And now I'm up in communication and got to check out this virtual Zoom background. So Apple gave me a phone number at the Apple store to call the Apple people. So that's where I've been kind of at with some other things. But I just, my girlfriend has a cocoa business over on the Big Island. So I'm telling her to join us. She wanted me to come over to the Big Island and go find businesses for her. She creates this macadamia nut products. And I just told her to join us on Happy Neighborhood Projects. And again, to stay safe, she's coming over here. And I'm choosing not to travel. I'm staying home. But yeah, I just texted her this morning. So I'm trying to invite people. And Joe Peach is in New York. So he just communicated with me this morning. So he's safe. He went to a camp in New York with his daughter. And I heard that there was an outbreak of COVID at a children's camp in New York. Unfortunately, it wasn't theirs. So he is safe. And we have some new business that's going to be coming up with the I Boomerang. So he'll be training me on that and attracting people to network with us too on Happy Neighborhood Projects. So that's where it's at. And moving forward with the World of Ability part. So
I'm excited you have a friend who has a children's camp in New York, like in the Catskills.
No, our host Joe Peach went there. I'm not and took his daughter to a children's camp in New York for this summer. So that's why we are being gifted and guided with other people from other HMPs to host us. So and yes, we've had Philomena and different people come in to guide us while Joe is out doing that. So it's been great fun to get network. And I've slowed down the pace too because my Indiegogo campaign ended. And again, I'm guided by Dr. Liddy to not talk about my projects until we get fully trademarked. So I'm excited for that opportunity that we did get linked up. We're typing away. I'm excited. So hopefully by my birthday, everything will be all in the system. And then we'll wait for approval. And like I said, I'm excited to read these books. From Lee sent me the book. I got it. I finally got down to the post office. And I sent the books to Natalia. So, just taking care of my little networking that I had to do and all that. And it just feels good. And again, to have that cool breeze come in, because man, it's been hot traveling and getting around and just everything over here. So
when is your birthday?
Birthday is August 8th, 8/8. 8/8.
Ah,
yeah. And I did Gosh, it was probably the 14th. So what days we at? I had to be down at the Bank of Hawaii because of the PayPal, and came out with this new debit, can't touch this card, and it's not in the system. And then we had to wait business day. Just letting you know, it's just been a non-delay. So I finally got the code, so now it's working. And well, the good news that came out of it was I was down, and there is a mall we have, and at the top of the mall, it's called Mai Tais. It's a bar restaurant. And they have a stage set up where they would have Hawaiian music, bands, and all that. And it was open, and so I had a break in between with the bank and chiropractor, and I met this nice young college graduate who's engaged, and she does gaming. And it was the universe put us together because I just said, well, aloha, you want to share a table with me? And her and I ended up hitting it off very well. And she was over here doing some gaming events over at UH Manoa. And I couldn't join because of, all the COVID policies and everything like that. But it was a great opportunity to learn about what the college students degrees are, and how like all this social media marketing and all this kind of different things. Way back when they didn't have this kind of curriculum, and to learn what I can do in the future with my Apple and Android app games with the project. So it was a great opportunity. And she was from Dallas. So then the next day we were going to go on a catamaran, but she had to take care of business. And I know she wanted to go play on the island, but it was that morning. Then I was on Happy Neighborhood Dallas. So I told the ladies about her, that they need to bring her in. And then I sent her pictures too, and how exciting. So I'm hoping that she joins Happy Neighborhood Project Dallas as well. So it's been a lot of great fun. And again, the universe is putting people in the right place at the right time. And that was a real joy, again, to have lunch with her, to get updated information about the gaming industry and people traveling and competing against each other. And I go, oh my God, my head just exploded. So, but yeah, we're attracting people. We want to keep adding to this amazing Happy Neighborhood project. And so there you go. So there's a lion.
Yeah. I'll talk about Leo's.
Leo, that's right.
Lion got my back here.
Yeah, so I gotta find out what's going on with my virtual background here. I gotta call Apple. They gave me a number, so they told me to call Apple first before Zoom. And
it just looks so nice and homey where you are.
Oh yeah, I'm grateful. I'm at a beach house, so I'm not rocking and rolling on a boat. Believe me, these strong winds would be like this: ding, 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 ding. The only thing is, and then it's hard to sleep because you hear it just they're flapping at you. But now it's hard to sleep because I have sciatica that's keeping me up in the middle of the night. But oh well, that's just part of I guess my life experience of being a sailor and standing my ground and putting too much weight on one side and the other, and signing too, and just anyway, it's all
trying to think what Louise Hay, someone was telling me what she's saying if we're having like lower back pain in our legs.
Yeah, I'd have to look, because I followed her work too as well. It's about really stuff and all that. But this is definitely from the car accident and when I was hit by the SUV through a hotel lobby, and irritating it, and just being shifted. And like, again, the good news is that my vertigo's not there anymore, and it's been a month and a half. So kudos to this upper cervical chiropractor. It can't come back, but it's such a sense of relief too, because not having to worry about turning, rolling over, sleeping, or being in the chair, and having that feeling of lost sensitivity to gravity, and or picking up my purse, like, oh my gosh, here it is. It's just a weird way of feeling, and you feel like you can't grab onto things, like you drank like a fifth of vodka or something like that. Whoa. And and it only lasts like a couple of seconds, but it can really feel like the whole room is spinning too. So it's a really good feeling not to have that. And again, kudos to Dr. Joe Upper Cervical for relief of my vertigo for a month and a half now.
That's
So,
great.
yeah. So
Yeah, we got to let go of all this pain and suffering. You know, it gets in our way of getting together and having fun and being creative, playing with children. You know, that's where we got to get our vibrations. It's where we have to get like our mind and our energy, right?
Yep, recharge it. And again, with that moon coming in too, it feels good. And just cleaning and letting go and decluttering stuff too. So to let that creativity come in and have that child like mind again. That's what my horoscope said today. So I just was kind of like, I'm not ready. I just need a little break from everything. So, and just like I said, I'm just excited to be lazy and lay around the beach house and read the book. Let it rain. Let it rain. Just rain. It's been so hot here.
It's funny. I was letting myself do that today, going, it's okay to just rest and read. And it felt good.
Yep. So I'm excited to read Lee's book. So I received that.
Yeah.
And decluttering the computer and getting rid of a bunch of emails. So I'm starting my new business by August 8th. So with Dr. Liddy. So that's the idea and the goal. Everything will be hopefully up and going. I mean, at least the beginning part. So we'll see how long the other part takes, but everything will be over to her. Starting a new chapter. So.
And how's the book that you're reading?
Oh, I haven't read it. I haven't opened it yet.
Oh,
it's Lee's book, and I don't know what I did with it or if I put it on my shelf, but it looks pretty good. So I'll be able to skim through it. And I got Joe Peach's book too, so I got lots to do. So support my Happy Neighborhood Project co-hosts and hosts and colleagues and all that stuff. So
yes. Yeah, I want to do that too. I'm trying. Sometimes I'm very.
How many members are we up to, Kurt, with Happy Neighborhood Project's ability and in general, Happy Neighborhood Projects?
Yeah, we don't get to see the numbers for Monday for the ADA celebration, but now that you asked, the last I looked, we were over 60 for the launch, for the kickoff of HMP Ability. But right now I'm going on to the website to see if I can get the number as of today. I don't know if we went much over 60. See what it says here, punching in to get those here. Another thing that we're looking forward to on Julie Arnheim, it's her birthday that day. So we're looking forward to also having a birthday type theme for that kickoff event. So,
nice.
All right. So, trying to see what Happy. Oh, not punching in the address right here. Try this again. Jen P. Tried typing in 80. All right, let's try this. What's that? Can I help you something? We are looking up the post tallies for the kickoff. I can't get it to come up right. Oh,
it's 61 registered so far for
61. So yeah, we just had one more since I last looked. So it's 61 registered for Thursday's event. So other than that, I've been going into breakout rooms. Oh, one thing I was going to ask Marianne, are you a free Happy Co-op member?
Not at this time.
No? So,
Not at this time.
yeah, you just don't find a use to being entered in the system, or?
No,
Or
I'm working with Dr. Liddy, so one thing at a time.
Okay,
So
one thing at a time. All right. So,
that's right. That's right. So it doesn't, I'm just one thing at a time.
okay. All right. That makes sense. So Barbara, do you know about the Happy Co-op?
I'm want to learn. I'm listening right now.
Yeah, so the Happy Co-op is a program that the Happy Neighborhood Project has now, where there's two sides of it. There tends to always be a way that people can participate for free. So there is a free membership to the Happy Co-op available that allows people participating in Happy Neighborhood Project events to get points. There's a point system for participating in the Happy Neighborhood Project
Nice.
from the Happy Co-op. And then there's also a share member program, which builds off of being a certified happy business with the Happy Neighborhood Project. So there's 3 different tiers at which people can choose at what level they want to pay into being a member of the Happy Neighborhood Project. And then with the Happy Co-op, it's $197, a one-time ever fee for getting started in the Happy Co-op. And then, so with those memberships, there's a shared Happy Co-op payout program where there's payouts back to the membership quarterly, and annually there's 2 payments, because on the annual milestone, it's you get an annual payment back, and you also get the monthly program. So 4 times a year, the quarterly, the quarterly, not monthly. So the quarterly payment gets paid 4 times a year. 1 time a year, there's the extra annual payment back to the shared members. And the way it's structured is 10% of revenues from the Happy Neighborhood Project gets taken for payouts back to the Happy Co-op, and then the quarterly payments are based off of 75% of what that 10% is, and then annually there's an extra 25%. They take an extra 25% once a year and pay that back. So however that all divvies out, and it's prorated based on points per each shared member. So the more points you gain throughout the year, the more dollars you get from the Happy Co-op with the shared payouts. So just kind of a cooperative format, a member co-op system to make it more of a community building and having a vested interest by everybody who's building the future of the Happy Neighborhood Project together.
Yeah.
And then they're also going to be getting into merchandising and so forth too. There's going to be extra things to monetize the Happy Co-op.
Sounds good. Sounds like, especially, and when you're getting money back, it's like you're not thinking, oh, I need this for bills and bills and bills. It's like, oh, it's like gift money. So I can do something beautiful with this. I can do something that makes me happy. I think that helps build that mindset so much.
Yeah, so there's 3 ways online that people can find the Happy Co-op. There's the happycoop.com. There's hmpadc.com/co-op, and there's happyneighborhoodproject.com/co-op. So a few different ways to get to the co-op introduction, and people can sign up right there. So Barbara, if you want to be a free Happy Co-op member, you're welcome to do so and get points for anything you do with us at the Happy Neighborhood Project.
Nice.
When's the deadline?
it's going to be an ongoing program, no deadline. It's just more, if you're doing stuff with the Happy Neighborhood Project and you're not a member of the co-op, you're losing those points
All right.
because you can't get the points until you register in the co-op.
What's the email again? What do I have to do so that I've been accumulating points from all these meetings and Monday? I think I signed up. but
Yeah.
I'm not-
Yeah, so you're right. If you sign up this weekend at the happycoop.com, you would get points for Monday, correct?
All right. What is it? What's the-
Happycoop.com.
Yeah.
Can you check that? Pretty sure I'm right.
Is there a link?
Yeah, the happycoop.com is the link, and that should be taking you basically to hmpabc.com/co-op or happyneighborhoodproject.com/co-op. So that's what I was saying. There's basically 3 ways you can get to the introductory page of the Happy Co-op. So yeah, exciting things happening at the Happy Neighborhood Project. I know the Canadian women are excited. There's Canada Women HMP Free Happy Business Networking Tuesday at 2 Eastern. So I was helping them yesterday get ready for their Tuesday launch. And so yeah, the community keeps on growing. And the goal is in the next 5 months to double the community. To go from 250 co-hosts to 600 and from 70 meetings a week to over 150. So more than doubling the community in 5 months. So we are ready to really pour some gas on the fire right now.
What about pour some sugar on me?
There you go. Pour some sugar on me. Yeah.
Remember that song? Pour some
Oh, yeah.
on me. I'm gonna have to play that later today. So I get that. I don't know if you guys get it. It's called Pluto over here. It's it's all the different stations. So I'm getting, it's called Stingray. So I'm getting all these different, you can get 80s rock, 90s rock. And then I got karaoke. So my housemate and I were singing karaoke the other night. It's kind of fun. I really, and Barbara too, we're getting the fishing show. The guy's down in Key West and he's a big fisherman. So I took that one morning I ran and got him. We get up real early, like 5 o'clock. And I'm like, come and watch this. So we ended up watching it, and I watched it for like several hours. And so I told him tomorrow too. I go, if it's raining, and I know you haven't been fishing because it's been so windy, like 25-mile-an-hour winds. And I go, you can come in my room and we can watch the fishing channel. So I'm gonna make eggs Benedict. So we have some projects tomorrow. But yeah. So so I'm getting this Pluto. I'm getting used to all these different channels on there, and I've been watching a lot of Love Boat reruns. So it's been very fun. So that song just makes you so happy. The Love Boat. So, but that's my goal one day is to live on a love boat in a stateroom.
There's something, in Judaism, when you're a Lubavitcher Hasid, that says that when you're happy, when you're laughing, when you're enjoying company, when you're enjoying food, dancing, singing, anything, that's equal to the time you'd spent in prayer, and things that you would be praying for will be happening,
Right.
by being happy.
My watching the Love Boat over and over reruns is my vision board of meditation that I'm going to be moving forward to live on a cruise ship in a stateroom. Seriously, I do. I was one of my future goals. So, but yeah, it's great. It's great fun. I'm very, very blessed with having a beautiful place to stay. I'm in walking distance to going in the water. We have a boat dock. I have a housemate with a boat. I've already been on it. Come from staying at home and, not sailing or being active like I was. I'm very grateful. Like I said, I have lots of projects and I'll be laying around creativity, just waiting for Dr. Liddy to say, okay, you can move forward.
Yes.
But it feels good because I'm getting organized and I'm decluttering. So that's the amazing thing. So again, I'm reflecting it around like the rebirth of my birthday. I'm going to be rebirthing myself. And, so everything will be in divine order. And that's the beauty of it. So I'm very grateful that I have her to be part of the Happy Neighborhood projects and to take on my projects. So what a great
And
year.
are you familiar with the book, The Artist's Way?
No.
You love it. It's very encouraging.
Who wrote it?
A woman. Some people say, "What kind of car?" I think it was red. Yeah, but it's wonderful. It's kind of almost, I don't know, you could say like a cult thing or something like that. People have been passing this book around for a while to how to bring out all your creative potential and have fun doing it, and know that it is like a mission. It is like a religious work.
Oh yeah. Well, hang on a sec. I'll show you too. So I was kind of.
All right, so while we're waiting for Marianne to come back, just want to add in here that as we're pursuing this next week and working on the of everybody. So we're doing Everybody Networks, Everybody Podcast, Everybody Parties, Everybody Celebrates. It's all about everybody, which is our concerted effort to include the disability community like never ever before. So we have the Inclusion and Networking Campaign, INC, as in Incorporated. So we are really turning up the thrusters here and really building up inclusion, accommodation, and accessibility like nobody's business, but making it everybody's business.
I mean, talking to you guys, I'm excited about networking. Excited about people you should know who should know you.
So Barbara,
Yes.
Kurt, can you hear me?
Yes.
Kurt,
Can you see me? Well, I got the new Folk Manis puppet catalog. Okay. And last year, I was talking to them. They're like, well, everything is just online. We're not, and shipping, we couldn't receive stuff and everything like that. But anyway, I got the new catalog in there, and there's a manatee. There's a puppet manatee in the back. So I'm excited to, I know most of them, but there's some new ones in here. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Uh-oh, we lost each other. Marianne Ambrose, what a pretty name.
All right, so sorry about that, folks. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up this podcast real quick. We are at the top of the hour. Again, my name is Kurt Roskoff. Always pleased to be your host here at the World of Ability podcast. And every week, and even multiple times a week with our other podcasts, Compassionate Citizens, and with Prosperity Pathways. And every Saturday here producing the World of Ability podcast. And on Fridays, we're doing Friendly Fridays with Onward and Upward. And we do have our homepage, worldofability.com/shows. And we hope you're giving us subscribing to our YouTube page at World of Ability Podcast Network, and also our Facebook page for the World of Ability Podcast. And we also have the World of Ability group. It says right on there, it's for everybody. So with that, I'm going to make my efforts here to stop this recording. I'm in bad lighting here. I got to get into some shade here so I can see my buttons. Stop live stream.